Hey guys, my Patty, how are you? This is going to be a sponsored video. Once again, welcome back to the MPAI Labs. Lots of new things going on, but once again, we're going to, we being me, going to review VideoINU or VideoINU. I don't even know how to say it. I apologize, but let's go with VideoINU. First thing, when you sign up, okay, I'm going to share my screen. You get 500 credits. I've been playing around with this, so mine's going to be a little bit lower, okay? You're coming to this website, excuse me with that. It's VideoINU.com. Sign up with your, Google account or your email, and over here to the left, it should say 500. Once again, I came in and played. A lot of videos I saw was like 1,500. Incorrect. It's 500 credits to start. Okay. You can do AI character generator, or you can do short story generating. Okay. And if you do like a short one just to play with everything, just for like a minute, because it's free, it's going to cost you about 165 credits, give or take. Okay. You have different characters that's built into the actual, platform. So, but you can be very creative. They do have the new Sora, 2 for free, so you can try that. So what we're going to do is, this is my asset. Basically, this is what I've, came in to play with just to see how the system works. And you also, can build a character. You can just have different things. You're just going to basically, put an input there. So first thing is, let's start out with an AI character. It's pretty easy. You're going to come here. Okay. You're going to have the name. You have the gender. You want to do it human, non-human, and they have different age, youth, senior, or unknown. Okay. And the character style is all these. Okay. So you can do the 3D cartoon, you can do the pixel, the comic, the cyberpunk is pretty good. You can do realistic, cinematic, horror, all this, the Ghibli, and then you're going to actually describe it here, and you're going to hit the generate, which is 5 credits. You can upgrade if you want to. Okay, let's talk about upgrade. Remember, be careful when you upgrade. You got the monthly and then the yearly. If you're going to update for social media, I say probably do the monthly, okay? Because if not, the yearly, just a little bit more, okay? So once again, we have the basic plus the pro and the ultra. So what's the difference between the basic and the plus for $9.99? Huge difference. So here you can do 10 visual styles, lip sync, which is good, image generation, script, your initial 500 credits. See, I wasn't lying. And then 0. The plus, you get a little bit more. You get 5,000 credits, 20-minute videos, everything from the basic. You do the 1080p HD video. You get the unlimited free image generating, which is good. Fast generation, and the watermark free. Yay. If you go to Pro, you get close to 18,000 credits. The Ultra, it's 43,000. I round everything up, just let you know. And then if you do more than that, you definitely got to call them. All right. So we're going to go back. Okay. So how about we'll do, let's do cyberpunk, and let's go with the name, okay? Because I like the cyberpunk, what's called this particular character, Red, okay? Do female, human, definitely will do youth, okay? What is Red having? Let's see. Red is going to have, say, a yellow and blue skin. I'm just making everything up. With, how about dark purple hair? If I can spell. Okay, you can put whatever you want, okay? Once again, it's going to cost you 5 credits, and once you make sure put the name in there, if not, it's not going to generate. Figure out what, gender, what character, and what age. Pick out your character style, and then do the prompt and just hit generate. So we're going to hit generate. It shouldn't take that long, and it only costs you 5 credits, which is really good for a free plan. Okay, so while it's generating, don't forget to, of course I'm going to put in here, don't forget to come to MPAI Labs and join. Yes, we're growing because we're a new channel. So we're going to go back here and let's see how this is going. Keep in mind, this is a free account. So look at that. That's perfect. I like that. Once you can actually edit here if you don't like her hair or anything like that. You can change out her outfits. This is actually not bad. Once you do everything, just hit apply. Okay. So now that you know how to do the AI character generator, which is not bad. I think it's actually pretty good. We're gonna do the story generator. So just basically come here. So here you have the content, the cast, the storyboard, and the edit. Okay, hit your next. Okay, and then what is the aspect ratio? You're going to do it for YouTube. You probably want the landscaping. If you want shorts or IG, you want to hit here. Okay, different languages here. So there's a drop down. So we're going to do it in English. Okay, now you're going to pick your style. Okay, what style do you want the story to be? I went to, ChatGPT and go, hey, my brain is not working today, or I don't feel like using my brain. So what I did was it says, give me 3 story ideas for a short film, including 2 characters, on this VideoInU AI, platform. So it spit out 3 different stories. Okay. You can use CT or ChatGPT for that if you want to. So I'm going to do this. This is a sci-fi drama. Ooh, has 2 characters and told me the plot, and now she'll tell me the vibe and stuff like that. But I just want the actual, plot. When we go back here, okay, let's see. I think I'm going to do a cyberpunk, character. It's going to be in English. It's definitely going to be, I'm going to use this, on YouTube. Now, because we are free, we're going to use the smart script, and then the basic is an upgrade. These are upgrades. Down here at the bottom, you have the video duration. So you can do the auto that is available. The 30-second, the 1 minute. We're going to do the 1 minute. If you go from 3 to above, you're going to upgrade. Okay. You can type in here, or you can do sample ideas. I already have an idea. I know exactly what I want in my head. So once you figure out that, the smart script is going to be really cool because it's going to generate everything. Once you like everything on here, okay, pick your style, obviously, let's do 1 minute because I'm not going to upgrade anything. I want it in English, and it's going to be on YouTube. You're going to go to your right hand side and hit click or next. Click the next button, and it's going to generate. Okay, it does pretty fast. Like I said, I did 1 already. So let's talk about a couple of things. Okay, ChatGPT had like a new lots of new updates. So while this is generating, which look like it's going pretty fast, so I may not, but let's talk about CT. Okay, you can actually use different apps on there, which is really great. And this is at 100%, 99, it's at 99%. So maybe I'll drink my coffee while we wait there for that 1%. So the next one, once this is done, you can actually, we would go to cast. Okay. So, okay, so it has broken down my 1 minute and 3 seconds to 12 shots. Okay. Here, you can trash everything, restart again. You can go and edit, but it's the total of 12 shots. So it's really good. So it shows the subtitle, the short description. So if you don't like anything like that, you can, get rid of it if you want to. But, I seem to like everything on here. So once again, you can rewrite, like certain subtitles, or change anything like that. We're just going to leave it. Okay. Remember, you are brand new and you just want to see how things go. Okay. So all this, notice it says 60 credits. So let's hit next. So it's going to come to the AutoCast. If you do AutoCast, you can do, it's going to cost you 10 credits. But my two character is, one's a female and the other one is a male. So let's click to edit character. You can always create one like I did. So over here, Leah is a female. So the voiceover, you want to do the drop down and just do a female, pick a female. The gender, of course, you can always change it if you want to. And she's a youth. So let's check out which one. Ooh, I like this one. I seem to like Ace too. So Ace is so far the girl. So let's click Ace. Her picture is going to pop up here and we're going to hit confirm. Once we hit confirm, she fits everything. Let's edit Eon. Okay. The name, voice, he's a male and he's youth. So once again, if you don't like it, hit the create, but we're going to go here. I like that. And well, technically he could pass for youth if, it's been a rough life for him. So we're going to go with that one. We like that and hit confirm. So now you have your two characters. It depends if you want 2 characters, 3 characters, 4 characters in your story. I'm just going to stick with 2. Okay. Once you're done with that, don't hit this because we already did that. You can if you want to but it's going to hit, hit the 10 points. Hit the next button. Okay. Now it's going to bring everything together. It's going to generate the storyboard and look like we have 12 storyboards total. Now, while this is generating, the cool thing is you can animate and you can regenerate if you don't like that. Okay. The animate button will eat through your credits since it's a free account. I learned my lesson. I'm not going to do that. Okay. But it will turn the actual storyboard, which you probably want since you are a content creator, to an actual video. You can if you want to. I'm not going to. With the free, the voice over, you're going to have to upgrade. It's not part of that. But you can change the effects. You can go to camera. You can make a character taller, slimmer. It's up to you. If you want it to, this is the actual facial. You can make it smile, look cool. Just change the expression. Change up the prompts. You can add like AI, imaging, just change it out. And all this is going to be really good. Once again, watch this button. I know I made that mistake. You can actually animate one, but it takes so much credit, but it's free. So, and you can regenerate if you don't like it. So it looked like, it's still generating a little bit more. So here, let's look at everything, okay? Just make sure that everything looks kosher. No extra body parts because, AI have that tendency. Let's see. Okay, you get the voice. Everything looks good there. Notice she's pretty consistent, which is pretty good. It's kind of dark, but it's okay. Okay. No extra body parts. I'm always counting body parts for some reason. But this is giving you an idea. She has fun. Okay, that was good. Very good. It's giving you an idea of how AI has changed drastically. And what I like about this is consistent character. It's always hard for that. And it's really good for the young AI users. When I say young, I'm not talking about your age. I'm talking about your experience. Okay. So, look like everything looks kosher to me. All right. Once you are happy, okay, you can actually say, hey, I want to, generate this, or animate this. Excuse me, not generate, animate this. You would click this button right here and it would tell you how much, credit, and then you just animate and, and then you just go on. But for now, if you don't like this, you can regenerate. It's going to cost you 5 credits. And I keep saying credits a lot because you got to be careful. Remember, you're practicing. Once you go, when you upgrade, you got to be careful because if it doesn't work out, you got to regenerate, and it's just going to eat up on your credits. Okay, say that I like everything. I don't have a problem. Everything is good here. You can change out the prompt here if you want to, but this looks good. We got my 2 voiceover. All the storyline look good. Everything looks good. We're just going to hit next. Okay, so we're going to actually, you can change the different styles of your cover setting. Okay, pick whatever you like. Say you like that one. Okay, you can do the same thing for the subtitles, to see if you want. Okay, you change out the different style. And then you can also add background music if you want to. Just pick whatever here. It's up to you. I'm just going to leave it everything as is. Say I like this style. Once everything looks good, okay, remember we went from the content, we cast everything, got our story. We're over here. We can edit anything and everything if you want to, and change out your cover selection, so you can just go through everything. I'm just going to leave this as is. Once everything looks good, let's hit generate. Okay, and it should take less than maybe a minute while this is generating. So I can see you do a couple shorts of your social media. Just figure out what niche you want to do. If you have a lot of stories in your head, this is a great platform. Once again, I always say this because learn from my experience. Just watch your credits. Okay, a free 500 to start out with is great because you can probably do maybe 1 or 2 of the short story, and then you have to upgrade. So it's done. So let's check out our 1 minute and 3 second video, or storyboard, or story, short story, any story. To the left, you're going to have the mark because it's free. But once you upgrade, it's not going, it's not going to be there. So let's see. How about this? Here we go.
Heartbeat carrier. Graveyard shift. Hadlia watches the dark horizon and a wall of blinking instruments. A thin pulse crawls across the spectrum, too regular to be noise. Hadlia leans closer, matching the rhythm with her fingertip on the desk. A modulated murmur forms a word, eon. Hadlia answers softly, trading name for name through the static. The screen blooms with signal bursts like distant lanterns across black water. They trade fragments, a metal ocean, a childhood comet, 2 drifters naming stars. Eon sketches a home of lattice suns. Hadlia sketches hers with coffee rings and ink. The pulse aligns with breath, then steadies like a heartbeat neither can claim alone. Hadlia removes the headset, still hearing Eon as the room stays impossibly quiet. Her pulse and the carrier are one frequency Eon borrowing warmth to stay. The monitor falls silent. Leah whispers, "I hear you. Inside."
Not bad. Okay. It's overall really good, but something simple. I would have just changed like a few settings, and then if we go back to the home, we still have 210 credits. So overall, obviously this was a quick, a video, but when you are, generating your actual script, make sure everything lines up. You can change, at Leah, that's really not her name, but you can change everything out. But this right here is actually a good AI just to help get your story, board all in order before you actually upgrade. Okay. So there's a lot of different videos on there that you can actually check out. What I like about this is you have actually different styles. Okay. And you can, like make a really good short story just to practice with. And I like that about this. You can do, say that you always want to do like a cinematic, short 1 minute AI story. This is the place to practice. Once you're good at it, upgrade. Okay, 500 credits here is really good. So I hope this has helped, everyone. But what I like about the character generator, it's give you different styles. Say I wanted a pixel, and say that I wanted, I'm just gonna go with color. Our names. Okay, blue. Blue's a male. Say it unknown, senior. So let's see. Let's go with red hair and green eyes. Okay. Make sure that this is, name it. Just name whatever you want to name. You have up to 30 characters. Okay. Pick your style. Describe your character. What do you want? You can do hair. You can do skin color. Change out what clothing is going to be. And it's only 5 credits, which is really good. And just hit generate, and it should come, back as pixel art. Just practice your prompting here. If you don't know what to prompt, once again, you can go to CT or ChatGPT. It's going to help, Don't worry if you make mistakes. Once again, you have 500 credits, guys, and then not bad. Okay. This is not, one thing about it, I did ask for non-human, but it's okay. Let's go edit. It is a pixel. Oh, I did ask for unknown. All right, let's try this again. Here's another one. They did have red hair and green eyes. So let's try this again. Sometimes, you just got to keep on generating to find the right character, especially if you're going to do a series. You want to make sure that your character match your series. And once again, this platform has helped. And he does have red hair and green eyes, but I asked for, something else. So say that I don't like that. All right, let's try something else. This is one good thing about AI. Let's go 3D. Let's go. His name is Black Z. I'm gonna go with female. Human. I want it to be a child. Let's go with violet hair, blue eyes. it generates, since we have, you know, a lot of credits left. And it should take a couple minutes, and let me see, I have a child. So once again, you know, AI is not perfect, it's just a tool. So if you're, you know, have patience like me, that's perfect. That's actually a cute character. I could have changed the clothing if I want to, so I'll just hit apply. Once again, I still have 195 credits. You know, I could do another story, you know, story video generator. Once again, this is not going to be enough to turn it into an actual video, so I would need to upgrade. But once again, guys, this is another website that you can try for free because you get 500 credits. So once again, I hope you like the tutorial. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter and also our group at MPAI Labs. Okay, I will have more updates. Stay kind, hydrate, and I will talk to you later. Ja, what today?